India Love talks about trying to open up DDG's phone, but he had Face ID on every app. What?
You have.
Hold on 1 second. What the fuck? I got a lot of questions about this. Did I just read that caption correctly?
You have to have Face ID to open messages. I click Instagram, you have to have Face ID to open Instagram. You can literally lock every app to where you gotta have that extra.
Damn, I gotta find something else to get those.
Bro, I'm like trying to peel it eyes open and do the face thing. I'm thinking knocked out cold.
Show it that light.
I tried it without, I'm like, I did.
You need a little one?
Why is she trying to go through that phone? Why is she trying to go through that nigga phone?
You have to have Face ID to open messages. I click Instagram, you have to have Face ID to.
She looks upset about it too. I try to click Instagram, he has Face ID. I try to open Twitter, Face ID. I try to open Snapchat, Face ID. I tried everything. Shout out to my nigga DDG, man. He got that security locked down. All right, try to run a tight program around this. All right. You know what that tells me about DDG? He understands that no matter what, you know what, something, this is a lesson I had to learn the hard way. And I didn't learn it that much long ago, chat, okay? You cannot give a woman no breathing room. I don't care how good she is to you. I don't care how much she's on program. I don't give a what the she has done for you lately, all right? You cannot allow a woman any breathing space when it comes to them and them not invading your privacy, because they are still women. They're still women, bro. They're still women, and they're gonna do what women do. Women love drama. They love it. I don't know why they do, but they're addicted to the shit, all right? They want to look for it. Where is it at? You know, I've had broads leave me because it was too healthy. I've had broads leave me because it was too healthy of a relationship. That's how addicted these broads are to drama, okay? So I say this to say, all right, I had a broad when I first moved to Florida 2 years ago, bro. Like I'm saying, right when I first got here, it was motherfucking what's her name? I don't know if any McNation had seen those, remember those videos, but it was Serena Williams. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful black woman, all right? She was from Orlando. She came down here, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Okay, long story short, okay? We were dating for like maybe 4 or 5 months. Hey, Great Stream Gang, got work tomorrow. Hey, shout out to you, brother. Go get your money, brother. But long story short, she asked me to use my laptop. She asked me to use my laptop. Rookie mistake. I should not have allowed her to use my laptop. Why did I allow her to use my laptop? Because I taught her how to become a YouTuber. She was a fitness trainer, wanted to learn how to monetize her. I helped her. She started a business. It started to blow. Her page started to go up. She started making money. She was able to quit her job and continue to make money off of her fitness content. Super happy for her. So it made sense. You know, at that point, she had listened to everything I was telling her. She had listened to everything I was trying to teach her. She had listened to everything. She was on program. She never gave me issues. She was just, you know. So, long story short, she came over for a weekend. She was like, can I use your laptop? I need to edit this video. Any other situation, I would have been like, nah, what the f***, you don't need to use my laptop. But it made sense, because it was like, okay, she does have a fitness business now. Maybe she doesn't need to edit a laptop. She's never gave me any issues before. No weirdo shit. Never asked me about all the bras that I be filming with. Never gave me nothing. The bobber, man. Rookie mistake, chat. Rookie mistake.
That's not pimp.
Okay? Let her use the laptop. Now, this is the craziest part. I let her use the laptop. She was only there for another day and a half. After I let her use the laptop, maybe an hour later, I was done doing whatever I needed to do. Came back, knocked her down, and I'm saying, nigga, it was a crazy freak session, nigga. Like I'm saying, nigga, we put the phone up and we was recording that shit. Yeah, it was one of those. It was intense. I was buzzing her down. Dead homies. It was one of them ones where nigga, you know, like them R&B talking about they trying to do it all night. And nigga, I was in there for a while, fool. Like I was impressed with myself. Okay, right? Day and a half. Next day, okay, she leaves. She goes back to Orlando. Okay. She goes back to Orlando. And then when she goes back to Orlando, she calls me, gets on the phone, and says, yeah, so I just want to let you know that I went through your laptop and I saw all the messages and I saw you talking to that broad about 3 months ago and this and how you was talking about how you was going to film with her and all this and all this with the group. I saw you was going to do all that. I saw you did this, and guess what? I don't want nothing to do with you no more, and this is the last time I'm going to talk to you. And honestly, I don't want any explanations, so please don't even respond to this right now. But I just wanted to call you and let you know. And then hung up. And I was like, wow, okay. But what mind boggled me was, you went through my laptop, okay? Not only did you betray me, all right? You betrayed me, okay? And like I said, rookie mistake. You betrayed me, all right? So, and guess what? We weren't together. We weren't together. We were literally talking. We were getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? So, and I already told her from the very beginning. This is another reason why I didn't feel bad. Because listen, chat, I had told her from day one. I said, listen to me. I'm going to be 100 with you. Okay? I'm saying day one. God can strike me down right now if I'm lying. The day I met her, okay, I told her, I said, listen, I fuck with you, and if this ever goes anywhere, I'm going to continue to fuck with you. You're going to be my queen. You're going to be the one I give all my time and my attention to 98% of the time. But I'm probably going to fuck other broads at some point. Why? Because I have worked way too hard to become who I have become, to only be with just one girl who just waited at the finish line for me to become the version of me that I am right now that attracted you. That's not fair. You may not feel like that. You may not understand that, but that's what it is. Are you okay with that? And she said, yes, I'm okay with that. And if there ever is a day where I'm not okay with that, then I'm just going to walk away. I said, okay, cool. That's fine. That's fair. I guess that happened to be that day. So I didn't feel bad about that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I didn't feel bad about like, oh yeah, did I cheat on her? Did I do her dirty? No, because I told her what the deal was. Okay? So I didn't feel bad. You did it to yourself. You shouldn't have looked through my shit when we weren't together yet. All right? So you lied. You lied, took my phone, okay? Took my laptop. You betrayed my trust. You went through, you got what you were looking for no reason, because that was from a broad that was 3 months ago. All right, and then you went home and you called me and said, you went home. No, you went through my. You got your face painted. You got your face skated on. After you saw what you saw on the laptop, you still got your ass bust the down. All right.
We getting Gucci.
Got skated on.
We getting Gucci.
All right. And then went home and called me and said, hey, yeah, you know, we're done here. Never talk to me again. I went through your laptop and I completely disrespected your trust. And I know I said I wanted to edit video, but I actually was just trying to snoop through your messages. And this went through, bam, okay? So I say this to say, that made me, now I say this to say, look, rookie mistake. Rookie mistake, chat. I should not have let her use the laptop. But that also just told me that you can never allow that woman, you can never allow that window to be open for women. Don't even no. I understand why DDG has those locks on. I understand, okay? Okay, that's high security right there, baby. All right. Yeah. Yeah. You know, high security right there. All right. Nigga, you open up. Yeah, a thing gonna pop right there. Show your face. Nigga, yep. That's gonna happen every time. Stop looking through my bot, all right? Sooner or later, nigga, I'm finna get me an alert, all right? Like, you know, when you try to break into someone's car, this shit start alerting. Anytime someone alerts someone who is not me, trying to look through my phone, nigga's gonna send an alert, all right? I'm gonna get an alarm on you broads, okay? Hold on, how you do that? That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know about that. My taking drastic measures. I feel it though. You got to with these broads. Because listen, India looks through that phone, she sees anything she doesn't like, she's gonna completely forget everything that DDG has already done for her. Ain't that some? Ain't that some? Oh, who is this that you texting? So you just completely forgot that I'm that nigga one. You completely forgot that I literally changed your life. I literally took you from one career to another. Okay? Put you in a realm that you weren't able to be in before, all right? I was nothing but genuine to you. You forgot how last week you was just talking about how you was thinking my mom for birthing me because of how cool I am and how amazing I have been to you. And you're gonna let this small stupid situation, all right, all that up, all right? Necklace, the necklace he bought her. Come on, check. Now I'm not saying this to send hate towards India. I'm just saying that's how women are in general. It only takes some small shit like that for them to forget everything you done did for them already. You know.
You have to have Face ID to open messages. I click Instagram, you have to have Face ID to open Instagram. You can literally lock every app to where you gotta have that extra.
Damn, I gotta find some.
She wearing the necklace.
Bro, I'm like trying to peel the nigga eyes open and do the face thing. I'm thinking knocked out cold. I tried it without. I'm like, I did.
You need a little one?
I tried. I just said open your eyes, bitch.
That shit crazy. That shit insane, all right? Face lock on the ass is diabolical. Not facts. The cheeks aren't worth the drama, but they get content out of it. I don't know. I feel like DDG's is smart, man. I know he's smart. I feel like he understands. I feel like he learned a lot from that Halle situation, bro. You know, when shit like that happens to a bro, that shit changes you, bro. It changes you. A lot of women, that's another thing women are gonna call you. Oh, you're scarred. Okay? Oh, he's hurt. It's like they try to like downplay the lessons. Yes, there's a bad version of that. There's a bad person when you become a man who just mad at the world and hates women because of the fact that some of them did you wrong in the past. You don't want to ever be that nigga. But a lot of times that's not even what it is. You learn from it, you healed from it, and you just won't make the same mistake again. And because of the fact that you refuse to make the same mistake again, women are going to call you insecure and hurt and all types of crazy. Okay? So DDG learned from that situation. He learned a lot. I could just tell. You know? And you give a woman a lot of your trust and then they do some shit like that, especially the way she's going about it, trust nobody. Trust nobody. I don't give a how good you making me feel right now in this moment. I don't give a how good that arch is. I don't give a how cool you making yourself seem to be around me, baby. I don't give a because guess what? Every broad is great until she's not. I'm sure a chat. Hey, listen to me. Let me know if it. Put a 1 in the chat if you can relate to the following. If y'all can relate to what the I'm about to say. the following statement. Put a 1 in the chat if you can relate. Put a 2 if this never happened to you. Let me know if y'all have ever tried to tell and convince your homeboys that the girl you talking about is different. The girl you talking to is different. She was treating you right. I know you understand. A lot of y'all homies was trying to tell you that she's just like every other broad, but you was like, nah, man, she's cool. She does this and this and this and this and this for me. Just for her to find out. Just for you to find out that she was just like all the other bras. She did you dirty too. That girl's a bopper too. That girl's a bopper too. We'll put a 1 in the chat if that has ever happened to you. See? You see what I'm saying? Now, just off of the responses from the chat, all bras are good until they're not. They all great until they're not. One day that bra can wake up, roll out of bed, not feeling it no more, out of nowhere, even on the day before y'all went to the carnival and y'all had a good time, y'all was laughing, kiki, ha ha, whoop, this, you bought us a few things, won her a teddy bear, y'all had an amazing, magical night, fireworks were in the air, you guys were at the top of the Ferris wheel, and y'all could have been making out, and it just felt like y'all were in a movie. The next day she could wake up and be like, listen, last night was amazing, but I was thinking about this for a while now, and this just isn't gonna work anymore. There's someone else. It's not you, it's me. And you know what? And these women won't even tell you that. They won't even give you that much. They won't even tell you, yeah, there is someone else. They won't even tell you that honestly. They'll just be like, no, I'm not feeling this no more. Bye. Or they'll just distance themselves. They'll just ghost you. They'll just, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying this from a place of hurt. I'm not. This is like Knowledge just said, we're all human at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Men are not always the best too. It's true. She's right. So I'm not saying this from a place of hurt. I'm not saying this to make it seem like women are just tyrants. I'm not. You have to understand, like Knowledge said, that that's just life. That's why you're never supposed to deviate away from who is actually always going to be there for you, which is God. You're never supposed to give yourself and pour all of your worth and your sense of energy and your sense of worth and all your heart into someone else. Because when you do that, you're committing idolatry. What is idolatry? In the Bible it says, do not have false idols. I don't know the exact verse, but it says something about how now not having false idols. When you're putting all of your energy and your self-worth into someone else, that means you're putting someone else above God. You are now allowing a human being, all right, a mere mortal, to determine your worth as a human being. Because when you put your energy and all of your love and your intention and your time and your energy and your self-worth into this person, now this person has the ability to shatter you into pieces. Okay? You should never do that. You should never do that. You know? So, you gotta, the reason why I say you should never do that is because when situations like that happen where people do wake up and they just start acting different, whether it's man or woman, you know, when they do just wake up and they start acting different, they start distancing themselves and they ghost you, you're not so emotionally attached to where it ruins you. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not like, you should always be able to just kind of be like, damn, that sucks. All right, well, I'm gonna move on. You know, it is what it is. I was already whole, whether she was here or whether he was here or not. Okay? I was already whole. Damn, that sucks. That was cool. I thought he was a real one. Damn, that sucks. She was cool. I thought she was a real one. But hey, you know, that's life. You're not supposed to ever be like, oh my God, balled up in the corner. You're not supposed to be like that, okay? We're supposed to go through that as human beings when you're young so you can understand not to do that. But like, you can only do that so many times where it becomes like, all right, bro, you're like, grow the fuck up. Do you know what I'm saying? For real. Because I know after the third time for me, the third or fourth time, I was like, all right, nigga, it's time to grow the fuck up, McQueen. It's time to stop being a buster, for real. You know? Like, nigga. Like, you feel me? So